is our host today, the head of the Sanskrit department, Dr. Deonath Tripathi from the University of Pune, and we are first of all obliged that he's seeing us at his department, his university, and we would like to welcome him with the presentation, which is entitled IndiaAnvitābhidhānavāda and its refutation.
I think we will like that. Just you will see you. Okay. Слышно, да? Все хорошо? Продолжаем.
So my paper is based on the text of Bindu by Vsevolod. And actually there are different kinds of with sentential meanings. So there are two theories like Anvitābhidhānavāda and Abhidhānavāda proposed by these two theories, basically. There are other theories also, like the theory of Naiyayikas, the theory of Vyakarana. There are other theories also, but this paper focuses on Anvitābhidhānavāda and Abhidhānavāda. Actually, the reputation of Anvitābhidhānavāda the theory that is Anvitābhidhānavāda, that is being expounded bit by bit by Abhidhānavāda on the basis of Abhidhānavāda, on the theory of Abhidhānavāda. So, actually, this is our we have an established fact that below a sentence, our understanding is impossible. We cannot understand anything below a sentence. Speech is an intentional act. We use words with the intention of conveying a connected, unified sense. When the speaker utters a string of sounds, it is believed that he has uttered it with expressing a connected sense. To comprehend the sentence, meaning Akanksha, Yogita, and Sannidhi are required. According to the Mimamsa, the set of words becomes a sentence. They convey a meaning provided that when they are in isolation, the meaning of each word is incomplete and requires to be completed. In the view of Abhidhānavāda, words first convey only their meanings, unconnected, and because these meanings are incomplete and require one another to complete the sense, they get connected, giving rise to the sentence meaning. The sentence meaning does not come from the words, but from their meanings, which are incomplete and require one another. This theory proposes the connecting together of meanings conveyed beyond through their power, conveyed by words through their power called Avidha. In this view, the sentence meaning is achieved through Lakshana. Actually, on the basis of this Abhidhānavāda, the words, first express their meanings. Then, on the basis of these meanings, we can go to the sentence in meaning. The sentence meaning is got through Lakshana, that is not got through Avidha. So there are two Shaktis. He's talking about two Shaktis. One is Avidha and the other is Lakshana. So sentential meaning is got through by Lakshana. Contrary to this theory, in IndiaAnvitābhidhānavāda, the meaning of a word involves the connection with the meaning of the other words too. Anvitābhidhāna means the conveying of what is already conveyed, because the very first word conveys its meaning as connected with those of the others. This theory is based on the assumption that in our day-to-day life, we never experience unconnected meanings. Though it is possible to abstract the word meaning from the sentence meaning through the method of Anvaya and Bhatireka, the sentence meaning does not come from word meanings as proposed by Abhitanvaya, but from the words themselves. Words themselves convey their meanings and their mutual relation. Thus, the mutual relation is the syntactic relationship that is conveyed by the word themselves. This is what IndiaAnvitābhidhānavāda says. According to the Naiyayic, this syntactic relationship, that is an association of word meaning, is achieved through Sansarga Maryada, also called Akanksha. All these theories, as mentioned above, follow the view of second paksha sentence. According to this view, a sentence may be divided into many parts, and from these parts, the sentence emerges. The statement Pada Prakriti Sanghita, found in the Taittiriya Sanghita, is remarkable in this respect. When Pada Prakriti is considered to be a Bahubrihi compound, words become the source from which the sentence emerges. However, on the other hand, we also have Akhanda Paksha sentence. The grammarians are the followers of this view. They take Pada Prakriti as a word through Samash, and thus the sentence becomes the source of words. The grammarians hold that the sentence is a single unit. It is indivisible. As the sentence is indivisible, so is the sentence meaning. A letter does not have any parts, so does the word and the sentence. They are taken as complete integral units. We divide the sentence into parts for them who do not understand language. This concept is called a sport in the tradition of grammar. Sport is eternal in nature and it becomes manifest through sounds which are uttered in a sequence. Sounds are lost as soon as they are uttered, and thus being the case, it is impossible to make a group of them. How can they be expressive of a meaning when we can't make a group of them? In answer to this question, the grammarian brings in the concept of a sport. This sport is present in the mind of the speaker as well as in the mind of the hearer. When it is awakened through sounds, it becomes expressive. With this background of sentence meaning, let us discuss the view of IndiaAnvitābhidhānavāda in detail on the basis of the text of Tattva and try to understand the logic supplied in support of this theory. The first objection raised in the IndiaAnvitābhidhānavāda is that if the first word of a sentence conveys its meaning and also conveys the relation to other meanings of the sentence, then what will be the role of the other words? Do they convey their meanings or they do not? If they do not convey their meanings, they become redundant. On the other hand, if you say that each and every word of a sentence conveys its meaning, and at the same time, it also conveys the relation to other meanings expressed by other words, then in the sentence Gamane, for example, the word go will not express the karma go until the word ane does not express the sense of bringing as related to go. Likewise, the word ane will not express its meaning until the word gam expresses its meaning first. This situation gives rise to Anyonyasraya dosh, the fallacy of interdependence. In order to answer this objection of Anyonyasraya dosha, if it is argued on behalf of the Anvitābhidhānavāda that words first express their meanings and then other meanings as related, and thus being the case, there is no Anyonyasraya dosha, then this argument is also untenable. It will bring the notion of two Shaktis for expression for words, and thus it can't be accepted. In order to avoid this objection of two Shaktis of words, if it is said on behalf of the Anvitābhidhānavāda that words convey only Anvita Padarthas, which were first recollected by Sahacharya and not by words by their denotative power, Abhidhana. So words does not have two Abhidhana Shaktis. Then this also does not hold good. Since recollection of the meanings will be based on Anubhava, and Anubhava presents meanings as related to one another and never as isolated. We can understand this argument through the example Gamane thus. Since the Go Shabda in this case conveys as related to Anayana Kriya, Anayanan with Go. Thus, when the Go Shabda is received by the hearer, it will bring him a recollection of cow as related to the action of bringing and not of a mere cow that is not associated with any action or any kind of meaning whatsoever. If we accept this, we will land up in another difficulty. Since the Go Shabda has already been connected to the action of bringing to Sahacharya, how can it be related to other actions? For example, to the action of seeing in Gam Pasya. In this example too, the Go Shabda would mean Anayanan with Go Padartha and not Darsanan with Go Padartha. That is what is actually meant. In the same way, in connection with the action of seeing, we can argue that when the action of seeing is originally related to the Go Shabda, as in Gam Pasya, how can it convey the meaning of Darsana as related to Prasada, Darsanan with Prasada from the sentence Prasadam Pasya. This way, it would be impossible to explain word meanings and sentence meanings altogether. The opponent further argues, the opponent is Abhitanvayavadi, further argues, neither can it be said that Go Shabda will convey its meaning because its meaning is invariably present with it. It has Abhya Vichara with its meaning, and by the virtue of this Abhya Vichara, it will convey its meaning. Since it is not Abhya Vichara that is recognized as the cause of Smriti, but it is Anubhava that is so, we cannot make such an argument. Sahacharya, the relationship between word and meaning, however, has been listed in the Yoga Sutra with Pranidhana and others as one of the causes that arouses sanskara, that finally leads to smriti. Thus, on the basis of Sahacharya, the recollection of words on meanings, swartha, and their mutual relation, padantarartha, is possible. And thus being the case, the meaning of the word go cannot be related to the meaning of the action of, because it has originally been related to the action of bringing through Sahacharya. Therefore, it is completely impossible to get the sentence meaning from a sentence to the Anvitābhidhānavāda. Having refuted the Anvitābhidhānavāda thus, the opponent, the Abhitanvayavadi, proposes his view to be accepted in state. Words only convey their meanings, and since these meanings are incomplete in themselves, to the sentence meaning. Now the to the execution with the sense of pyramid, unless we relate the sense of here Vishwajit is avihit, but it cannot be instrumental with sacrifice without the sense of swarga. Person desirous of thus, according to IndiaAnvitābhidhānavāda, verbal affection is not something that is outside of the media conveyed from the world or being conveyed from. It is part and parcel of the meaning of a word. So are the senses of yogita and sanya. The objection raised by the IndiaAnvitābhidhānavāda that in case of the words are parathantaranvita swartha, verbal expectancy will be redundant, and because of that, sentence meaning never be achieved falls flat to the ground. If we move further, why it is necessary to accept that verbal knowledge is by the expressive power of words only, and based on programs. On the other hand, if all the three of them exist independently, it is the case of presumption, arthapatti, because we do not find any other object except the horse, which has all the three. For cognition to be verbal, the necessary condition is that it must be generated from the expressive power of Vidhana Shakti of word. The IndiaAnvitābhidhānavāda, in order to establish his view, argues further with his opponent and puts his argument thus. If you say that if it is possible to submit that sentence meaning emerges from the expressed meanings, abhita padartha of words, then you will have to accept a new means of cognition, namely padartha, meaning of word, over and above the six recognized pramānas. And this will further lead you to accept two kinds of Abhidhana Shaktis. One in Padarthas to express the sentence meaning, and the other in the
thinks the proponents and other possible views have their own right, because in different cases, their arguments correspond exactly to that act of speech and not to the other act of speech. And I think I can write an article about it. So, for example, if we consider procedure of transport understanding difficult text and translating it, we can several in sense, when there are tendencies of every speech, for it is too true to understand from